Good morning, Patriots. It's day 7. We are covering of the Ghislaine Maxwell trial, and some shocking news came out that apparently the government is the prosecutors are going to rest their case and wrap it up this week. Um, let's figure out what that means. So here's a summary. I'm going to read a summary of yesterday's events and then go right to the transcript as we've been doing, just going from their exact words. Day 7 of the Maxwell trial was the beginning of the end. See, they're gonna wrap it up. I don't. Ooh. It started with a fight about witness Jane having told her brother what she was asked about, the Interlochen Music School application. Then moved on to Ghislaine's emails about Jeffrey's massage lotions. The defense grew more aggressive. Yeah, apparently they were nasty yesterday, um, on day 7, demanding that the brother not be allowed to testify now that he had been, as they put it, poisoned. Then they suggested that the hard drive searched by the FBI and found to have been named GMAX might not be Maxwell's after all. Great. This despite the emails complaining how houseboy Juan Alessi, remember we went over all that whole testimony from Juan Alessi, had failed to organize the lubricants and the type of crazy notes to self that Elizabeth Holmes sent to herself about Madoff. Only these about how the GMAX and Jeff Epstein characters were the perfect power couple, power of evil. Then came the third survivor witness, speaking at first softly and even slurred. There was no British accent like the second witness, Kate, nor classical music composer pedigree like Jane. This witness, going by a single name, but the real one, Carolyn, was the daughter of an alcoholic single mother, smoking pot at 13 with her boyfriend and another victim who loomed over but did not take the stand at this trial, Virginia Roberts, now Guffrey. Carolyn explained how Virginia had dressed her up provocatively, she called it, and had taken her and their boyfriends to Epstein's. How Epstein was first in a robe and then in nothing, then $300 for sex. Later, Maxwell would be the one to pay her 3 crisp $100 bills. Maxwell would touch her too on the breasts and buttocks, telling her how she was just perfect for now for Jeffrey and his friends. As Kurt live tweeted this, Kurt is from the Inner City Press, reader wrote in to say boom or who are those friends. At the break, Kurt did a Las Vegas radio show. Okay, blah, blah. Pagliuca's cross-examination, however, was a true turn into evil. Weren't you addicted to drugs? He asked Carolyn after blurting out her last name. See, they love to do this. They love to try and dox the witnesses. It's disgusting. AUSA Maureen Comey, again, James Comey's daughter, who objected to so much, did not say a thing. See, I'm totally suspect of her. How could she prosecute this case, in all fairness, with her dad being who he is and being linked to all these people? Nor did Judge Nathan, who used the desired anonymity of witnesses to justify sealing whole documents and now even the witness list. Pagliuca hammered Carolyn about having sued Epstein and Sarah Kellen, not the lady her FBI 302 said had an unknown accent. He asked Carolyn about getting moved to Georgia to go detox, he said, and getting arrested for lying that an Xbox she sold to a pawn shop had been hers or her son's, when it had been stolen, seemingly by her son's father, Sean. Did you ever see Sean again? Pagliuca asked Carolyn. Clearly already knowing the answer from the documents the prosecutors gave him. No, Carolyn said softly, not after the Xbox pawn shop thing. But Pagliuca elicited she had gone back to Epstein seeking to have sex for money, which she needed for her son or habit. But she had been turned down, already too old at 18. See, remember what I was telling you? He just goes for the minors. Like, if you're 18 or over, forget it. You're too old for this monster. She was asked, don't you have younger friends you can bring? If that had indeed been Maxwell, it should be game over. I hope they get her. I hope they get her. But the first inkling of game over came from the prosecution. With the jury gone for the day, Judge Nathan was told that the government might well rest its case this week. That is, after 2 weeks, and not the 5 to 6 weeks for which the trial had been estimated. Well, apparently, yeah, that's breaking news. So let's go right to the transcript, shall we, and see if we can get some more details on this horror show. Okay, so her day 7, her lawyer, meaning Ghislaine Maxwell's lawyer, Pagliuca, is cross-examining the survivor Carolyn, who testified that Maxwell paid her $300 to have sex with Jeffrey Epstein. That's just inner city info. Pagliuca, look at the notes the FBI took during your interview about a lady with short black hair and an unknown accent. It's true, Ghislaine it's not a British accent. It's like a weird, I don't know, it's just a weird accent if you've heard her speak. They didn't cut you off, correct? Carolyn, that was a bad day for me. I was not expecting the FBI to come to my home. Yeah, nobody ever is. They just come and break down the dang doors. You knew, Pagliuca, you knew what a British accent was, but you said an unknown accent. Yeah, because if you listen to Maxwell, it's a weird accent. It's not a British accent. Carolyn, the day you're talking about Pagliuca, I'd ask the court to make her answer. Jerk. Pagliuca, for the second visit to Mr. Epstein's house, you sat in the kitchen and spoke with the chef, right? Carolyn, I don't remember if it was the second visit or after. Pagliuca, show the witness what she said in 2007. Oh, this Pagliuca guy is, he's on a tear. Carolyn, the FBI didn't ask me about Maxwell. Pagliuca, are you saying the FBI limited what you could say? Carolyn, they didn't ask me about Maxwell. Pagliuca, but you told the FBI about Sarah and the incubus tickets from Epstein. Carolyn, yes. Pagliuca, and you moved from Florida to Georgia? Carolyn, yes. Pagliuca, I want to talk about the lawsuits you filed. Carolyn, what does that have to do with me moving to Georgia? After Pagliuca asked Carolyn again and again about FBI 302s and lawsuit paragraphs, Judge Nathan declared the afternoon break, having said she'll be addressing objection now out of the presence of the jury. Judge Nathan, let's pick up the first factual paragraph. Pagliuca, we argue the entire complaint is inconsistent by omission. She mentioned Sarah Kellen and not Ms. Maxwell. AUSA Maureen Comey. This was a lawsuit against 2 defendants. There was no reason that third parties would be in. Judge Nathan, I'm letting it in. Just before the jury comes back, AUSA Comey asks how long the cross-examination is going to be. It's already been longer than the direct. No answer. All rise. Pagliuca, do you recall abusing drugs from the age 13? Carolyn, if you call pot drugs, yes. Pagliuca, so you went to Georgia to detox, right? Carolyn, no, I went to Georgia to escape traumatic events in my life. Good for you. Pagliuca, let's talk about your claims of sex with Epstein. Isn't it true you used cocaine while you were at Mr. Epstein's house? No. Sorry, Carolyn, no. Carolyn, what does any of this have to do with what I'm here for today? Ghislaine Maxwell fondled me and broke my soul. Pagliuca, move to strike. Judge Nathan, Carolyn, you will have to follow my rules. Jury will disregard. Pagliuca, you received those funds from the Epstein Compensation Fund. Carolyn, no amount of money will ever heal. Pagliuca, move to strike. Judge Nathan, jury will disregard. I instruct the witness to comply with the rules. Pagliuca, you claimed you saw a photograph of Ms. Maxwell pregnant, correct? Carolyn, nude and pregnant. That was on multiple. Pagliuca, no further questions. Yeah, don't even let her finish, jerk. AUSA Maureen Comey, 3 minutes. Did you write your legal complaint? Carolyn, no, crying. AUSA Comey, what year was it when you were 13? Carolyn, if I do the math, yes. What year was it when you, okay, that didn't make sense. AUSA Comey, are you here to get money? Carolyn, no, what she did is wrong. She took young girls. Pagliuca, objection. AUSA Comey, no further questions. Pagliuca, the $446,000 sorry. This has, you got in 2009 was That was gone in 2012, correct? Carolyn, I don't know, sir. I have children I take care of. Pagliuca, you can recall how you spent 446,000. You lost all of it? No further questions. Judge Nathan, jurors, we're 2 minutes over. See you tomorrow. Clerk, all rise. Now, government says we'll be resting this week. They'd said 5 to 6 week trial. This is a big change. Now, Judge Nathan floats a charging conference on Saturday the 18th. Judge Nathan, I have inquired and we could get Ms. Maxwell here on a Saturday and open the overflow courtroom. Judge Nathan, I remind you, one word objections only, adjourned. So we'll have to see what happens. I mean, we only have, what, 3 more days to the week? Because day 7, that was Tuesday, December 17th. So we'll just see. Stay tuned. Have a good day, y'all.